Wow. And so we're at this very key moment with the Delta variant surging. How is that affecting your work?
Well, look, I mean, it's extremely frightening. And I feel like in many ways we are back at square one, arguing about masking and other very simple issues. And I feel like we abandoned many of our best um, sources of protection too early, prematurely. I think this Delta variant is much more contagious. And what worries me is we are seeing tremendous neurological impacts from the alpha strain. In fact, I would go so far as to say that we initially thought of COVID as a respiratory disease. We quickly understood it as a vascular and inflammatory disease, but we will look back on it largely as a neurological disease. And I fear that the fact that there is a higher viral load involved in the Delta variant and it congregates in the nose and mouth, what happens? I mean, just using common sense, it goes up the nose, it knocks out the olfactory system, and what's right next to it, the vagus nerve, which controls all of our automatic functioning. And I have asked plenty of doctors and scientists, like, do you think that this is a possibility? And it's yes, but we just don't know. There are too many unknowns right now. We are seeing a lot of breakthrough infections from the vaccine, which means not that the vaccine, don't get vaccinated, absolutely get vaccinated, but it is only one step. And I think that we need to go back to that model that we used to use in the beginning of Swiss cheese, where you had layers of Swiss cheese between you and the virus. And you know that each layer is going to have holes in it. Not one is going to be perfect, but let me tell you, the vaccine is the thickest piece of Swiss cheese with the smallest holes that you can avail yourself of. However, you need to cover up those holes. How do you do it? By still masking, and not just masking, double masking, and avoiding congregate settings. And the other thing is knowing that you, even after you've been vaccinated, you can still be a carrier. And remember, no one under the age of 12 in this country has been vaccinated. And there are plenty of people who would love to be vaccinated, but because they are immunocompromised, they can't. And we need to make sure that we are protecting those individuals as well. And if we can be carriers, then we need to make sure that we are not. And if we need to listen to the CDC's revised guidance, which I'm thrilled that they made, but it wasn't amplified in the right way.
So Diana,
You know,